Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. So today I want to show you how you can do your own recycled bag, or actually not a recycled bag but a reusable bag for vegetables and fruit, so you can use it for pretty much whatever. In my case, I want to use these for when I go to the supermarket and when I don't want to get a plastic bag but I still want my produce with me. So these are easy to take with you. They're also super easy to make, as you're gonna see in today's project. So if you think something like this could be useful to you, feel free to stay tuned. So you will need pins, fabric scissors, some cotton fabric, and anything that looks like a net fabric. Then a safety pin for the band to go through the top. If you don't have any, you can use any rope or thicker wool, or even braid one yourself. So the prep is super simple. So the band section is 60 times 7 centimeters or 24 inches times 3 inches. So then 2 pieces out of your net fabric, 30 times 25 centimeters or 12 times 10 inches. And these are the main section of our bag. And then the bottom piece, of course, is 1 piece that's 25 times 30 centimeters or 10 times 12 inches. So our whole bag will be about 30 centimeters of width and 50 centimeters of length. So let's start with the bag section, the main section. Since this is a bit thinner fabric that I chose for today's project, and I do want it looking nice and sturdy in the end, I'm gonna fold it in half. This time we're gonna fold pretty side on pretty side so that they're looking away from you. And then we're gonna do a stitch. So we're gonna sew along the edge here and on the other side as well, and on top too. But make sure to leave a little opening and continue here till the bottom corner. So you should get a closed piece that you can turn inside out through that little opening. So it can be here or anywhere. It may even be better on the side because it will be less visible later when we have everything done. So now you can cut the corners a bit like this so that we can turn it inside out and have neat corners. So let's get to it. So I ironed over this so that it's nice and neat and flat. So the opening is also ironed over, and I won't close it up because later when we move on we do a stitch that's placed over here that's actually gonna do that for us. So we don't have to do it 2 times instead of 1. Anyway, let's move on to this section with the net fabric. Put it over the fabric, align the sides that are the same size, and do a stitch there. Later we will do the same thing on the other side, but for now make sure that you have the pretty side out, and then you just do a stitch that goes along this edge, and then you won't have the stitch visible from the outside. So on the next side is my other piece. They are the same, and this is our main part of the bag. Now the next step is to take this and put it pretty side on pretty side. So pretty side on the outside and fold. And align the stitches. And then you can take your pins, pin it all together, and stitch up the left and the right side to get a bag shape. Make sure to leave the top open because otherwise you won't have a side that's open for you to put your things inside. So anyway, the next step is easy. Just go over the sides, and that way we close up that opening that we left a moment ago. So I turned this inside out and you see the shape that we have. So the bottom is a bit sturdier this way so that we have extra security. And all that is left to do is the band section on top that makes it possible to close up the baggie. And we will do the same step as with the bottom. So we will take our leftover piece of fabric and open them up. So before you connect it to the rest, fold it in half and double it again to make it sturdier too. So pretty side on pretty side, and leave the left and right end open, so both sides. And just do a stitch along the super long side. Now comes our safety pin, and we want to go through the one side. Close, and then just use that to push through the inside to turn this inside out. So here we are, I turned this inside out and I pushed the edges a bit to the inside so that it's neater, and I ironed over it so that it's nice and neat. And now we need our main piece and we can connect. So let's align our band nicely with the top section of our baggie. And then you start doing a stitch just like here on the bottom. Just make sure you do one side at a time. You can also pin it together if that's gonna make it easier for you. And you'll notice that you have a bit of fabric left over. So that's supposed to be like that. So don't stitch all the way to the end. Leave a bit of room here and you'll have the same effect on the other end so that you can have this open. And that's where our band or rope is gonna go in and out. Yeah. So you can also do it on the side if you like. It's even simpler than I think. So leave a bit of it on the outside like this and same on the other end then. The last step is to put the band or rope in. A safety pin can also help here. So this is a lot faster. I like to use the safety pin because it saves time. You could have done it on your own with just a rope, but it's not as easy because it's a little bit softer than the metal, and the metal safety pin is easier to feel inside and push through than just the rope. So feel free to do whichever method you personally prefer. So I did a simple knot at the end, but you can even do a piece of fabric around it to keep it together. So as you wish, but I think it's great like this too. So the mechanism is super simple. You can even take a plastic clipper or maybe something like that, so anything that you would like to close it with, and put it on here so that it stays pulled together when you put it there. That's also an option, but I think for the supermarket stuff it should be just fine as it is. So it's a really cool project. It's also something reusable. It basically makes zero waste, so you don't buy any more plastic bags that you don't have to. It's super light and easy to take with you at all times, so it doesn't take up a lot of space in your bag. It is also washable if you do end up smushing a tomato inside or something like that. So all in all, I can definitely say it's super practical. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, let me know how you like the project in the comment section. So the cool thing is that you can make this a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, so feel free to customize. You can use different ones for different kinds of fruit. You can choose your own colors, your own patterns or whatever. So yeah, there's tons of ways to use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, feel free to shoot us a thumbs up. You can even subscribe to our channel and stay updated with all of our new videos. So see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!